welcome to another instalment of Homebrew Wednesday featuring me, Mr. Manawa Brew. So you would have seen my nice new fancy intro that I did. Pretty flash. I might just put a little link down below to where I got it from, free, or you can pay for other intros out of there, but I'm a Dutchie, I'm tight, so it was free. What's been going on? Not a lot. I have washed some bottles. I'm bottling / kegging tonight, so this beer that is in here, hang on, I'll just flip me around, yeah? The beer that is in this fridge, currently cold crashing. It's been cold crashing for 2 days, so that's going into the bottle, and this keg over here. And some of those bottles will be shipping around the top of the North Island, sending some beers up to some people. We've got some IPA, I think it is. I think that I bottled off the keg. I have no idea if it's carbonated still, I have no idea how it's tasting, but I'm going to throw that up as well. In other news, I found this. So for those that have followed a couple of us New Zealand Homebrew Wednesday peeps or brew tubers, the bottle is still alive. It has been sitting in my garage waiting to be filled up and waiting for me to send it out. So it actually got mixed up with some of my own bottles, and I completely forgot about it until I went to clean some bottles, and boom, there it was. So that will be sent out next week or the week after once the beer is carbonated in it. It's getting some beer in it, and I'll ship it off to an unsuspecting suspect for the homebrew tour to continue. So my apologies for not getting it out sooner and quicker and faster and all those sorts of things, but it's can't undo it. It will be on its way very, very soon. What else is going on? That's about it from me. Nah, I don't think it is. I'll show you this, eh? You'll remember I tried to capture some yeast from Chimay and Rochefort, and what was the other one? The other one I think took Duvel. So the Duvel took seemed to be relatively fast fermenting, the wort that I chucked it in. So the other two, the Rochefort and the Chimay, I left. They were in relatively warm conditions and with several beers, I think, fermenting away, and then I just left them out in my garage. And here, you can see me now. Yeah. So this gets fucking warm in here because the sun hits the tin and gets the afternoon sun, and it just gets stupidly hot in here. So a result of that is I have some yeast, surprisingly enough. So what I'll do is I'll show you, and I'll have a bit of a chinwag about it as well. So I'll just turn you in. So here's the Chimay, and whilst that doesn't look all that promising, there we go. When I turn it around, and you can see the RCN, oh look at that, can you see up the top there? Ooh! So I'm thinking that that little black spot just there, focus, doesn't want to focus, but that little black spot I think is mould, and the reason I think that, I had a look at this last night, is there's more mould, and there's a couple of ants hooning around, so not too sure if you can see the ants, but there's more mould there, there's more mould in there, but when you take the lid off, hang on, magic of YouTube, there's more shite in there. Have a look at that. Doesn't that look wicked? The smell coming off that's like rotten feet. Fucking terrible. So, thinking I'm just going to biff that out. I don't think I want to save it because it fucking reeks. And it's also got mould in it, so no deal. Chuck it out. Good experiment. Onto the Rochefort. So you can see a nice little creamy bring them into some good light. Nice creamy substance there on the top, so you can see the chub on the bottom, and then you can see, I don't know if that's viable yeast though. And silly me didn't take a hydro reading or anything like that. There doesn't seem to be any signs of fermentation in there, like there's no krausen ring or anything like that. This wort is particularly darker than the other two. The Chimay one isn't as dark, and the one that I had, the Duvel in, isn't as dark either, so I'm just not sure if that's viable yeast or not, so I'm just going to biff it. Yeast wrangling 101, just leave your shit out. Don't worry about being too pretentious with it. Let it go mouldy, let it get all sick. Why not, right? What's the worst that can happen? You make beer. Fucking awesome beer. Right, well that's me. Cheers for all the comments, subs, followers on the Facebook, followers on YouTube, Twitter, Untapped, all that sort of shit. Cheers. We'll see you on Wednesday. Oh yeah, this is my ESB, the first batch I did. Still tasting pretty good. There's a little bit of floaties in the bottom there. That's right, getting towards the end of the keg, so bottling kegging tonight. So yeah, cheers. See you on Wednesday.